What up, guys? MikeMountain here, coming at you with possibly the final episode of Stories Untold. So in the last episode, we were actually playing like little mini parts that are finally being connected of the lab conduct. That I remember the name. I'm still carrying over from the last episode. The lab conduct and the station process. And now we're actually at the house abandoned, but it's a little different. Just like they all have been, it's actually the real deal of what's going on. So we're finally back into a tech space, so we can watch me try and figure it out. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Let's look. Sorry, I don't know what you're looking at. Go to hallway. My caps lock was still on. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Let's go to see the kitchen. Go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. I'm gonna eat that hog roast. Eat hog roast. I'm gonna eat the damn entire thing. Maybe later. Fuck. Look around. There's a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Look at wall. Sorry, I don't know what you're looking at. Read writing on the wall. Happy New Year, 1986, on another banner. Weird place to hang it. Party's always in the kitchen, though. Go to utility room. Just as you are about to head inside the utility room, Jen places her hand on your shoulder. Damn, ruining everything. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Not really. You tell her you're not having fun. She frowns. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Get Jen a drink. You pour Jen a drink and one for yourself too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Not yet. You tell her no, that as usual everything is last minute. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you. You were going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Drink. You poured and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Go to hallway. I'm going to go look around in the living room again. You're about to go to the hall when you notice the utility room door is open. First. Enter utility room. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling to floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Look at card. You pick up the whiskey in the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. Oh, pounds of money. I was like, that's weird. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Go to hallway. Can I go there now? What? Thank Dad. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Oh. Go to kitchen. You head back into the kitchen. I forgot. I thought I was like looking in the room still. Clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swing and give a thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Go to... Actually, thank Dad. Thank Dad. He tells you he is proud of you and to go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. I'm already stumbling, and I don't go easy. Go to hallway. You go back out to the hallway. It really did seem like the party was in the kitchen, alright? Stupid. A few bumps and laughs on the way through and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Talk to Jen. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. What? Go to kitchen. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Understand this. Oh my god, the music. I'm just gonna type a letter and see what happens. Wow. I'm getting chills. I don't like this.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
Damn. You were standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Tell her no. No. Go to living room. I don't want to have to answer. You're sure your keys are in the living room? The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mum is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Talk to mum. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Hug, mum. Stop flickering. Stupid light. Look around. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Look at coffee table. Drinks on coasters like proper civilized people. You're damn straight. You can't see your keys. Look at drinks cabinet. Your mom's collection of wines and spirits. Definitely no keys in here. Search coats. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. What, both keys? Go to hallway. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Never drink and drive. Ever. I'm gonna go upstairs. You do that once you've given Jen her ride home. Shit. Do I just say yes? No, I don't. I thought I was having to answer the question. Go to car. Exit house. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. Cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There's a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house and the car sits in the front of the house. Call a taxi. Okay. Enter car. You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you to maybe use the key in your hand. Use key. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that is for when you return. You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower despite holding keys in your hand. Put keys in ignition. Really, I have to do it like this? It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. They really want to get across that I am drunk and that this is a bad idea. Start car. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. 22:05, was that the exact time that the accident happened, I wonder? Like on the Just drive. The car squeals, but... Oh my god. I was wondering, like, if 10:05 was the time the accident happened or something, and... Release brake. Release car brake. Oh, brake. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Put car in reverse. I don't... The one time I'm, like, extra specific. Drive. You put the car in gear and pull out of the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving, very drunk, on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Right. Turn right. You don't want to, but you had better ask Jen for directions. Ask Jen for directions. If it says I have to wake her up, she grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. Turn left. Turn left. Accelerate. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Slow down. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy sister. Strange. There's a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Swerve out of the way. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside joins the inside.
Sake, pull over.
The whole world around you begins to scream.
James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car, your world is upside down, your seatbelt struggles against gravity trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. I plant whiskey bottles on the other car and blame him for that. Wow. So do I look at this guy? No. Exit car. You can't move. Your seatbelt is still in place. Right. Oh, I'm upside down. Take off seat belt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump on the roof of the car. Look at Jen. She's alive, but she has been hurt bad. She's trapped in the wreckage. Take off Jen's seat belt. You have already taken off your seat. Saved your life. Okay, I meant hers. Exit car. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car has smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You're standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. Look at note. The note, always changing, now reads, "Get through this, James. I don't care if you want to or not." Put whiskey in blue car. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then, very deliberately, spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. So this is the part of the lab conduct. Approach figure. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you. I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. accident. That poor man. Me. You have to remember. It was all your fault. I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
Am I supposed to run away? Another door you never opened. You don't know what it was.
Say
what
it.
was in there.
Tell them. Listen to yourself.
It has to end, James.
Oh, so I'm like confessing. Dr. Alexander is always watching remotely. I don't know if anyone else is.
This episode you're having must come to an end.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out. Have to turn the camera on or something?
Make it stop, make it stop. Do you remember?
Sometimes they make you watch your past sessions to see what really happened.
Stop the session, Mr. Asian.
Which one's the stop? Ah, just clicking the wrong button. Damn.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Damn. That was really well done. I had a great time playing this. I was hoping for a little more horror, like more scariness. When I was back on the computer in the house, and the gen part started, and it like got really tense sounding. I was really hoping for like a big, kind of like spook, but they pulled it away. They pulled it right out from underneath my feet just too soon. When I finally when I was like sideways in the hospital bed, I was like, I was just hoping for a little more, but they did a great job with the atmosphere. It was a good story. I had no idea really what was going on until I was watching the end of the station process. I was rewatching it on my computer, and I noticed the cars, and then when I heard the James, I was like, okay, no, there's something that's tying all these three together. And that's when I put the car accident together with the house abandoned. The lab conduct never really made too much sense to me until clearly these episodes. So it was good. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. I'd recommend people play it, although if you watch this, well, it's still something to experience it yourself. But No Code, Devolver, they did a good job. So yeah, if you guys like this, let me know in the comments or something, because there's a couple more other games that are kind of like similar to this that I would, oh, neat. It's different. There's a couple other games similar-ish to this, and if you guys like it, then I will play others. But yeah, so I will catch you guys in the next series. Haha, Jason.